everyone, today we're going to have a go at making your cardboard Kimmy Cantrell masks, your 3D masks. So what you're going to need for today is a design of your Kimmy Cantrell mask, which I know all of you, or those of you from Windsor, have got. So I've got mine here, a marker pen, some black marker pens, a pair of scissors, some cardboard. So I've just got a cardboard from a box from a delivery we had. Okay, and some glue. Now, PVA glue works best, or glue guns. If you've got either of them, they're better. I can only find my glue stick, so I'm going to use that until I can find my PVA glue that is hidden somewhere. And finally, you're going to need something to add the colour to your design. Now, I'm using oil pastels. I find that these work best on cardboard. Now, you can pick these up in most places. I think Wilkinson's do them. Asda sometimes has them on a special offer, Home Bargains, places like that, or obviously my trusty place to get them from is Amazon, and they're quite inexpensive. But if you don't have oil pastels, you can use sharpies, you can use paints. If you only have pencil crayons, you can have a go and see how pigmented they are and see if they would go over the top. Sometimes they don't colour over cardboard very well, so if that was the case, it might be that on each shape you stick some plain paper and colour on the plain paper, just so you still get your 3D effect. Let's get into the tutorial. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the template of my face. All of the features that you can see on my design, I'm going to cut out separately. So I don't draw my design and then just cut around the edge because it would still be quite flat. I'm going to have the face as a base, or the outline as a base, and then I'm going to stick the features on top. So the nose, the eyes, the inside of the eyes might be an extra layer. So to start with, we're just going to do the outline of the face. And I want it to be quite large. Notice how the circles inside the edges here I've not drawn on, because I'm not going to cut them out with scissors because they're going to be quite difficult. So I think what I'll do is I'll just add them on as an extra feature sticking out of the mask. Alternatively, if you've got a scalpel and I've got the supervision of an adult, you could cut them out with a scalpel. I'm just going to go ahead now and cut out the base of my mask. Okay, so now that I've got the base of my mask, what I'm going to go ahead and do is start cutting out the key features. So the eyes, the nose and the lips, and I'm going to place them on. But if you look here, I've got two separate shapes. I've got the pink layer of the eye, and then I've got the actual eye on top. So I'm going to do them as two separate shapes. I'm going to have the pink layer first on here, and then I'm going to put the eye on top of that, so I've got double the height. So I'm just going to draw this on a scrap of cardboard. I want to make sure it's going to be quite large, and I can always trim it down after. Remember, your design is just for inspiration. If it doesn't go completely right, that's okay. So I can see that's quite large. I'm just going to trim this down a little bit because I want it only going past this bit, this point of the head, a small amount. There we go. Now, as we put the features out, important to note before you get excited and skip ahead, we do not stick these down. That is one of the last things we do. So I'm just going to place them on, but I'm not going to stick any of my shapes down. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the eye and then the iris on top. So to do my eye, I'm just going to draw around the shape that I already have, because I've got the white of the eye now. And I know that to make my eye fit, I just need to cut inside this shape to make it smaller. Okay, so you can see now how my eye, even though it's not coloured in, it's got three levels. So it's got the pink at the bottom. It's then got the white area on top, and then it's going to have the iris and the pupil at the top. So that's going to give us quite a lot of dimension, which is great. Now you've seen how I've done the eye. I'm going to go ahead now and get all of the other features in. So the eye, the nose and the lips. I'll save these extra bits, these rectangular shapes and these circles until the end when I've got all my features on. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and carry on with the features. So notice how I've cut out a shape here, which is the pink area for the right eye, that's too big. Okay, if I made it line up, everything would have to scooch over a little bit, and it overlaps, should I say, underneath this eye here, which we know it doesn't on the image. So I'm going to put it where I would want it to go, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line where I know it would finish nicely. Just there. Just like that. Now I know that this eye is going to be a little bit smaller, but that's fine. So at this point, I'm going to make a little alteration to my design. If we look on my design here, I've got a top lip, and then separate, I've got a bottom lip. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to have them as one complete shape, because I think that's going to look best at the end. And if I look back on Kimmy Cantrell's designs, I know that red striking lips are a really strong feature of his, so I want to make sure I get that through onto mine as well. So what I'm going to do for the lips is I'm going to outline the bottom area of the chin, and then I can make sure, let's move that for a second, I know now that my lips are going to fit inside that shape, because that's where I'm going to draw them, cut them out, so I know that they're going to fit onto my mask. Now before you carry on, I just want to highlight, if you're using a marker pen like me, you might be using a pencil, which is fine. Don't worry if you can see these black lines on your mask, because as you can see on my design and on Kimmy Cantrell's designs, he uses a dark oxide substance to outline all of the crevices in his mask. So we are actually going to outline all of these shapes in a marker anyway. And what I'm actually going to do, because I want my lips to really stand out, is I'm going to draw around these again and cut out another one and have them raised as a double layer. So now I've got the main features of my mask. What I'm going to do is I'm looking at these areas here, and I'm thinking a few of these could do with having a raised element in to stand out. So I think I'm going to add a raised area onto this one and this one, and see if I can cut out a circle inside that. And then onto these two, I'm just going to add 2 small circles on. Okay, so now I've got nearly all of the areas of my mask. Now, cutting out those circles was tricky. I'm not sure if I would do it again, because I think they look a little bit scruffy, but I'm not going to correct them now, because hopefully they'll look fine at the end. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get my final features on. These little areas that I've done with lines, I'm just going to use my colours at the end to add those on, but I've got these rectangular bits up here and these rectangular bits here that I would like to get on now. So that's all the cardboard areas of my mask done. Now these ones here I've laid over the top for now, but I think I'm actually going to slot them behind when I glue them down, just so that they resemble the design on here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my colouring in, but I have got a few areas that I want to divide up because I've got a few different areas of colour on the face. Now we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to start at the base and work our way up. But as we work our way up, we're going to start sticking the features down. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out these lines on the face where I know the colours change. Okay, so as I said, I'm using oil pastels. You might want to use paints, sharpies. The only thing with sharpies is you won't be able to blend and get this lovely gradient effect that I've got on my design, but you definitely will with paint. Now, as I said before, you can try pencil crayon if it's all you've got, but it might be that at this stage you need to just stick some plain paper over the top and colour on top of that, because your pencil crayons might not show up. They might do, give it a go, but for me, I'm going to use oil pastels because I know they work great. Now I'm going to really concentrate on my blending, okay? So I want to make sure that my blending of colours is fantastic on these areas. So I'll start at the top, work my way down. If I remember with this one, I've actually got a shape that goes over the top, so I don't need to colour that whole area in. I'm just going to colour behind the circle, okay? So start from the top, work my way down, and I'm going to start sticking features as I go. So as I start colouring in all of my features and sticking them on, what you'll notice that I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start outlining all of my shapes with a nice thick black line before I stick them on, so that I get this lovely smart crisp effect. So what I'm going to do for the white bit of the eye is I'm noticing now as I'm putting my mask together that I don't have many textures. So depending on what kind of cardboard you've got, if you've got this cardboard that you can see a little bumpy bit in between, and that's the corrugated area, if you're careful, you can peel a layer of your cardboard off and you can reveal that bumpy bit underneath, and that's what I'm going to try and do for the white of this eye, just to add a bit more texture. A good little trick to get the bits off that won't come with your fingers is to just carefully slot your scissors underneath and ping it upwards. These bits are hard to colour in, so I'm just going to do a very light dusting of white over the top. Okay, so that is pretty much my finished mask. Now you can see it's not that different from my original design, which is why it's so important to make sure that your design is one that you're happy with and one that you're excited to create in 3D. Now you'll notice it is a mucky job. I'm going to go wash my hands straight away, but before I do that, the last thing I'm going to do just to finish it off and make it perfect is I'm just going to outline the border of the face and all them original lines I did just to make it really come together and finish it off. Okay, there you go. That is your finished, well, my finished Kimmy Cantrell mask. Now, obviously, I'm going to make sure I get my name on the back so that nobody tries to pinch it. But I'm so happy with this. Oh, I have just spotted one more line that I've not done. Now, when you are outlining, it is difficult because pens don't go over oil pastel very well, but it's worth sticking with. Try not to do your black borders with a black oil pastel because they will smudge and it is so hard to go over a black oil pastel with a lighter coloured one. So I hope you enjoy this task, guys. I cannot wait to see what designs you've made. Don't forget to email me your pictures or tag me in them over on Instagram to show me how you get on. But good luck and have fun.